สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to BIM's online sourdough class. This class I'm gonna show you how we make sourdough bread with 70% water into the recipe. Okay, this time I'm gonna show you two type of recipe. One with bread flour only, and the other one with bread flour and whole wheat flour. As you can see, both of them come up with the beautiful result. They have the same result. They have the same height. They have big belly. They have big ears, and also we had the blister. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we start to mix the dough until we baking the dough. Okay, so you can see that the bottom is also baking nice. Let's get started. You need container and scale. We're gonna have one with whole wheat and the other one without whole wheat. So first, we're gonna make the water 70% of the flour, so gonna be 350 each. This one we also need 350. Just need to make sure 350. Perfect. Now we need starter 100 gram each. So 100 gram. This one. Okay, perfect. Oops, a little bit more. We're gonna take it out. You want to experiment exactly the same. Oops. Okay, that's okay. Now, one we're gonna add whole wheat. This one we're gonna add whole wheat, 50 gram. Okay, whole wheat. 50 gram. And we're gonna add flour, bread flour, to make it 500. So gonna be 450 to make it 500. Oops. Right. Now, we're gonna make sure the other one is 500. All right. Ooh. Now we're gonna add salt, 10 gram each. Okay. And mix. Oops. The clean one with our whole wheat. So we remember that. No whole wheat. So this is 70% hydration water. Gonna be the dough gonna be 72% hydration because my starter is 100% hydration. Okay, after mix well, we're gonna rest this dough. This is the one without whole wheat. Okay, now we're gonna work on this one. This one with whole wheat. So I'm just gonna make sure that all the dough go to the right one. Okay, but before that, I'm gonna wet my hand a little bit. Okay, we're gonna mix this one with whole wheat. Okay, and I mix my hand. Okay, now the two dough is been mixing. We're gonna rest for 30 minutes and be coming back. Okay, now we're gonna put in the cooler box and proof it for 30 minutes. Okay, after 30 minutes, we're gonna first stretch and fold. We're gonna use slap and fold. Okay, this one is no whole wheat. This one with whole wheat. We're gonna slap and fold the one with whole wheat first. Then of course we need to wet our hand and okay, slap and fold. Kind of sticky, kind of stiff a little bit. So we're gonna put back in the container. Now this one without whole wheat, the dough is a little bit more smooth, so we're gonna use the same technique. This is Thai flour, so it had a high protein content. Even I put 70% water, still very sticky, still very stiff. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna create tension to the dough, and then we're gonna let it rest for another 30 minutes. whole wheat, no whole wheat. This is my dough after resting another 30 minutes. So we're gonna do another stretch and fold. So the dough is kind of relaxed a little bit. So we're gonna do another stretch and fold. This is the non-whole wheat one. Two more times. This is the third time. Dip. One more time. Okay, the fourth stretch and fold, I can feel my dough is very light. So the last one, I'm gonna still doing the wrap and fold. Okay, go to the container. Gonna be rest another 3 hours. Three hours. Okay, after the dough been proofing for 3 hours, it's look very light. So So I think it's about 70% rice. So we're gonna pre-shape and then rest 30 minutes, and then we're gonna do final shape. Okay, my pre-shape is, so I'm gonna take it out from the container, and I'm gonna use some flour, put on top. Okay. So the dough release. This is the way we're gonna pre-shape. Okay. I'm gonna, oh, look at the bubble. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna okay, this one is non whole wheat, and this one we have whole wheat on this one, remember? So we can release the dough out from the container, and I want to make sure that there is no extra dough left in the container. So we're gonna stretch this out. Right, we got 2 bowls now. What I'm doing here, I'm gonna cover and rest the dough for 30 minutes, and then I'm coming back. Okay, after 30 minutes, I'm going to shape the dough tight. So what I'm doing here, I'm just gonna rotate. I can see now that the dough is a lot of bubble. So I dust some rice flour here. So I'm gonna put the dough into the banneton basket with the rice flour, and make sure the seam is closed nice and tight. Okay, this one with the whole wheat. Now we're gonna shape another one. This one is only bread flour. Again, we're gonna make it nice and tight. close the seam and the edge. So then we're gonna put into the banneton basket. Okay. Close the seam again, nice and tight. Look at that. Okay. This is my dough. It's look beautiful. Now it's gonna be cold retard for 12 hours, and then we bake tomorrow. This is the dough in the morning. Wow, I can see the bubble. Flip. Flip. Now we're gonna score. When I score, I'm score from the bottom, first line, then go again. So make sure the bottom is sealed. Then the other one. I can see that the dough is have a lot of bubble. How about that? Let me show you. It look good. Bake it. Okay, after we score, we preheat the oven at 250 with the bottom heat only, and I turn the fan on because if I not turn the fan on, my oven cannot reach 250 degrees Celsius. So if your oven at 200 degrees Celsius, you can only use the bottom heat. And then you have tray of water. The tray is being preheat together with the cookie sheet that I just bake it on, and baking for 5 minutes. And this is after 5 minutes. I'm gonna do a second score. So many people asking how to make a 5-minute second score. The reason to make 5-minute second score is we want to help the score that we make earlier to have balance open, so the ear can be rise up balance. Otherwise you can have one the ear on one side high, the other side is low. So this way, if you make a second score after 5 minutes, you have nice balanced ear, and also you have a very beautiful belly. And during you score, after you finish scoring, you can turn around the dough. So in your oven there will be some part is high heat, some part is not. So when you turn the dough around just like that, you make sure that your dough rise up nice during baking. Okay, so the second score is the same deep as the first one, just go underneath the first line. That's what I am highly recommend. Doing second score gonna help you to achieve big ears and big belly. Go ahead and spray the water where you just score. It helps to expand more from the outside of the dough. And then continue bake another 25 minutes to reach 30 minutes with the steam. And then close the door, continue baking. Okay, during baking you're gonna see how the dough is rise up, open, nice and beautiful. If you and then after 15 minutes, I want to rotate the dough once again. So this way, you have balanced bake of the dough evenly. And then continue baking. Okay. At 250 degrees. So you can see the dough will be rise nice, open up nicely. And then after 30 minutes, okay, here we go. After 30 minutes, we're gonna open, turn the temperature down to 220, and I turn the fan off. Now I'm gonna remove the tray of water. I tell you, 1 cup of water, the water will be gone within 30 minutes. So go ahead and rotate your bread once again for even bake. You can see some part is going direct to the high heat, so they get a little bit dark. So if you turn it around, you can have balanced bake. Sometimes I just put the parchment paper on top, so to make sure that the dough is beautiful. Okay, so this is you see I can put the parchment paper. This is after 30 minutes. We're gonna see how our bread look like. So it's totally 1 hour. The first one look nice, the second also rise up nice. We're probably gonna have nice big belly. There you go, you have beautiful bread with big belly and big ears. 2 of them just have a perfect bake. Okay, after that you remove the parchment paper and let the dough rest on the cooling rack. This is our beautiful 2 loaves with different recipe. One with the whole wheat and the other one without whole wheat. I can't remember which one with the whole wheat is and which one without whole wheat. We're gonna cut it open because they have the same result. So there you go. With whole wheat or without whole wheat, Thai bread flour can give you the best result. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.